Hare Krishna devotees, welcome to Shloka Day. Today's Shloka number 18, chapter 9. Gatir bharta prabhu sakshi.
Gatir bharta prabhu sakshi.
Nivasa sharanam suhrata.
Nivasa sharanam suhrata.
Prabhavav pralayasthanam.
Prabhava pralayasthanam.
Nidhanam bijamavyayam.
Nidhanam bijamavyayam.
Word for word meaning, translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Gatihi,
Gatihi.
goal.
Goal.
Bharta,
Bharta.
sustainer.
Sustainer.
Prabhu,
Prabhu.
Lord.
Lord.
Sakshi,
Sakshi.
witness.
Witness.
Nivasaha,
Nivasaha.
abode.
Abode.
Sharanam,
Sharanam.
refuge.
Refuge.
Suhrita,
Suhrata.
most intimate friend.
Most intimate friend.
Prabhavaha,
Prabhavaha.
creation.
Creation.
Pralayaha,
Pralayaha.
dissolution.
Dissolution.
Sthanam,
Thanam.
ground.
Ground.
Nidhanam,
Nidhanam.
resting place.
Resting place.
Bijam,
Bijam.
seed.
Seed.
Avyayam,
Avyayam.
imperishable.
Imperishable.
Translation: I am the goal, the sustainer, the master, the witness.
I am the goal, the sustainer, the master, the witness,
The abode, the refuge,
the abode, the refuge,
and the most dear friend.
and the most dear friend.
I am the creation and the annihilation.
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 The basis of everything.
The basis of everything.
The resting place and the eternal seed.
The resting place and the eternal seed.
Yeah. So the Lord is continuing to talk about how He is the source of everything. So let's see what Prabhupada is writing in the purport. So Krishna is the ultimate goal and the ultimate destination. Gati means the destination where we want to go. But the ultimate goal is Krishna, although people do not know it. So Prabhupada is writing that our goal is actually the Supreme Lord. He's the ultimate destination. But generally people do not know this. One who does not know Krishna is misled, and his so-called progressive march is either partial or hallucinatory, which means whatever progress that we make without Krishna, that whatever progress that is, it's either partial or it's imagination. That's what Prabhupada is writing. There are many who make as their destination different demigods, and by rigid performance of the strict respective methods, they reach different planets known as Chandraloka, Suryaloka, Indraloka, Maharloka, etc. But all such lokas or planets, being creations of Krishna, are simultaneously Krishna and not Krishna. Such planets, being manifestations of Krishna's energy, are also Krishna, but actually they serve only as a step forward for realization of Krishna. To approach the different energies of Krishna is to approach Krishna indirectly. One should directly approach Krishna, for that will save time and energy. For example, if there is a possibility of going to the top of a building by the help of an elevator, why should one go by the staircase step by step? Everything is resting on Krishna's energy. Therefore, without Krishna's shelter, nothing can exist. Krishna is the supreme ruler because everything belongs to him and everything exists on his energy. So the point Prabhupada is making here is that if our ultimate goal and destination is Krishna, it's better that we focus on Krishna directly, because that is certainly going to save you time. What kind of time? Time in terms of the number of births that you repeatedly take. It also saves you the energy because you reach there faster. You conserve your energy and you're not distracted by things of this material nature. So if everything belongs to Krishna, as Krishna is saying in the last few shlokas, and everything rests from him, then why should we look beyond Krishna? There's nothing else other than Krishna. So we are also Krishna, but we are not Krishna. That's what we read yesterday. So therefore, what we need to understand is, if everything comes from Krishna, why should we not worship Krishna and Krishna alone? Why should there be any confusion or doubt about this one singular thing? We can all agree that if everything comes from Krishna, then he is the ultimate destination for us. Krishna, being situated in everyone's heart, is the supreme witness. The residences, countries, or planets on which we live are also Krishna. Krishna is the ultimate goal of shelter, and therefore one should take shelter of Krishna, either for protection or for annihilation of his distress. And whenever we have to take protection, we should know that our protection must be a living force. Krishna is that supreme living entity. And since Krishna is the source of our generation, or the Supreme Father, no one can be a better friend than Krishna, nor can anyone be a better well-wisher. Krishna is the original source of creation and the ultimate rest after annihilation. Krishna is therefore the eternal cause of all causes. So essentially, in these particular shlokas, 17 and 18, we have a perfect definition of God. Bijam mam sarva bhutanam, the concept of the imperishable seed. Normally, when a seed grows into a tree, a seed no longer exists. But Krishna remains as he is, even though so many living entities and universes come from him. Shri Krishna will never be depleted. An ordinary father also can have many children, but that father gets depleted. But Shri Krishna is avyaya, inexhaustible. We have a definition of God. He is generator, organizer, and destroyer, G-O-D. He is the source of everything. He is the absolute truth in terms of relationships with us and things around us. This is a verse to meditate on absolute truth. In this world, so many people help us, and we are grateful towards them. And we also recognize that it is Shri Krishna who is helping us through them. He is the absolute truth in terms of relationships with us and things around us. This is a verse to meditate on. Gita wisdom explains that sustainable prosperity comes not by piling up the resources, but by propitiating the source. So His Grace Chaitanya Charan Prabhu is stating that the flaw in the way in which we think is that we should focus on accumulating resources rather than focusing on the source of those resources. Because no matter how many resources we pile up, they are all perishable and exhaustible. So it's only the source that is inexhaustible and imperishable. But we are so focused on all of the resources that are the exact opposite, that will disappear one day. But when we propitiate, here the word propitiate means to worship or to bow down. But when we propitiate the source, then he provides us the resources whenever we need them. The four goals of human life, purusharthas, dharma, propitiation of the source, comes before artha, accumulation of resources, and kama, enjoyment of resources. And of course, the fourth one would be moksha, which means first you propitiate the source and then you can enjoy artha and kama. That is, if you're not looking to become a devotee. Today's godless mentality to seek only the resources and to neglect or even reject the source cannot lead to sustainable prosperity. So we have to learn to propitiate the source before we learn to utilize the resources being provided by that ultimate source. So in this particular shloka, you have a perfect definition of who is the Supreme Lord. He is everything. Without the Supreme Lord, nothing can exist.
If you like our videos, please subscribe to our channel and turn on the bell notification. If you'd like to join our classes every day, please check the details in the description section of this video. We look forward to serving you.